story time for you guys, which I am so excited for. It's actually like really random and weird. We have water is what we are drinking today, and what we are eating today is Singapore rice noodle, which is so freaking good. This is what it looks like. I want to eat on a plate though. Oh my gosh. In Virginia, oh my god, this is so much. Holy. Okay, so in Virginia they called it Singapore rice noodle where I got it, but here in Kentucky they call it Mayfun. So you know what? This is Singapore Mayfun. So you guys can find it at your Chinese restaurant. It's rice noodle. It's like a curry base. There's onion, shrimp, bell pepper, pork, just deliciousness. Oh yeah, and chicken. I'd much rather have it without the meat. I don't mind the meat too much, but I wouldn't say the meat is exactly my favorite. So let's dive in. Absolutely amazing. So how are you guys doing? Oh, by the way, this has a little spice to it. So if you don't like spicy foods, definitely don't go for it. I was going to do my makeup, but I realized my face needs to breathe. Okay. Story time. Wait, that bell pepper was so good. Okay. So being on YouTube comes with a fair share of disappointments. I mean, amongst amazing things as well. But something that I consider a disappointment is like telling people to off themselves or threatening to off someone. Why? So last October or November, I was simply just skimming through the comment section of my YouTube, and I usually get a lot of people saying mean things to me, and none of it has ever like made me feel any sort of way. Nothing scares me, nothing like that. It all just makes me feel like uncomfy. But there was one that I remember reading that kind of like was like, this is how all scary movies start. It was saying how they know where I live, they're gonna off me. They said they live nearby, like this whole thing. And I remember reading it and being like, excuse me? I actually took a screenshot of it. This is the only time I've ever done this, like actually been kind of like scared of a comment. Well, as I'm taking screenshots and stuff and sending them, I remember I sent it to Becky, a couple other friends of mine. I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? So I guess some of you, so I want to say thank you, actually found that comment and was scared by it as well, because I get a message on Instagram from my ex's sister and said, the FBI showed up for you. She sent me a picture of like the card that the FBI gave her. The FBI said, contact her because we need to talk to her. I was terrified. I had a panic attack because I had to sit there and think of my life. I was like, literally, did I do something that I don't remember that I did? Like, honestly, I was so terrified. I was like, what is happening? I don't know why, but the FBI didn't know I lived here. That's fair. Obviously, immediately, I end up calling the number that is on the FBI guy's FBI card. I was so scared. Some woman picked up and she was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna call the FBI guy, Frank. Why not? So Frank was like out of the office or something, and she was like, I can give him a call like on his personal cell phone to get like a hold of you. And in my head I was like, why does she want to like bother him on his personal phone instead of just like leaving him oh, I was so scared. I was like, what is the promptness of this? Like, why do they want to talk to me this bad? So I said, thank you, yes, call him if you want, like whatever. And I'm a very patient person, but like situations like this, I don't have patience. I was like, oh my god, I need to know like what is happening. Just imagine the FBI trying to contact you guys. Like it puts you in a headspace that you didn't even know like you had. So it wasn't even 45 seconds after I hung up with the receptionist, Frank called me. I said, Frank, man, you done scared me. No, okay, it wasn't like that. No. Immediately, he said, you are not in trouble. And I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Turns out, y'all, the FBI is actually on my side. I never thought that like cops or the FBI even remotely would care about some YouTuber online. But turns out that a lot of people reported that very comment that I saw. And I guess they reported it to like authorities, like even higher than like just reporting it to YouTube. The FBI ended up seeing it. like Frank was like, oh my God, like complimenting me on my following and stuff. But guess what? So they took that comment very seriously. They did a whole IP address, like tracked him. Oop. Okay, I'm not gonna say who the person is that left that comment, but it is a guy, and I know his full name. I know where he lives. So they were like worried for me. They were like, do you know this guy? I said, nope, never heard of him. So I don't know. I think it's pretty neat that like, if there is like a fear that I have from a YouTube comment or a message, Frank is there. He said, call me anytime. If you ever feel threatened or anything like that. I've never talked to the FBI before. So I thought that was like literally the craziest thing. Like they were really, truly worried about my safety. And I don't know, I felt like really safe for a minute there. I just had to share that with you guys. It's so weird. I don't know. I think I'm just like really overly grateful. Like when it happened, this happened like, I know it's been like over a month, maybe 2 months. I don't really know. But when it happened, I was so scared at the beginning. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, what did I do? But it turns out I didn't do anything. They were actually just there for me. I don't know. I just think that's pretty great. It makes me feel like comforted. Shrimpy. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing out there? I seen this mukbang and her FBI story, and I don't believe it. First of all, because FBI stands for Federal Bureau of Investigation. The key word here is investigation. The part where they said they did not know her current address is baloney, because we do have digital footprints when you're on social media. Guys, yes, we leave our footprints around. They investigate. They're on a higher level. They have intelligent people that can find you. And if you're filing your tax returns and have used your current address, they can find you through the IRS. So this is the hole in her story. I don't believe the FBI cannot find her current address. So she went to somebody in her past. I'm not understanding. Is her apartment not in her name, or is she went ghost? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, even going through the IRS, if she filed, who knows if she's filing her tax returns? Who knows, right? Because we know Foodie Booty's imminent tax issues. Remember that? So that's the hole in the story that I'm not understanding, because this is the part that threw me. Okay, the person that left the comment, they found him through his IP address. Okay. They found him, and supposedly they gave her his name and address. I don't think the FBI is going to release his address, because how do we know that Amberlynn Reid? Like, if you gave a victim an address, and what if one of her family members want to go after him, or what if there's repercussions for this threat? You never know. I don't believe that the FBI gave her that information. Okay, so back to the FBI found him through her comment, but they didn't know her current address. That's the whole, that doesn't make sense to me. And the queen of bragging screenshots, because you remember how everybody was on her about her having cancer, and she had to screenshot the medical paperwork. But where's the screenshots here, guys? Where's the screenshots? This is why she's known as a liar, because she has holes in her story. The FBI are at a different level. They have people in there that does computer forensics that can find you anywhere. And the only way they can't find you if you are totally electronic free. Okay, you know how Amberlynn Reid is. She posts all over the place. So that doesn't make sense to me. So I call that a lie. And she, like I said, she screenshots everything about her medical issues. But this time she's not showing any. I mean, she can scratch out the FBI's name and whatever, but she didn't she said she screenshot stuff. Why don't we see it, guys? I'd like to know. Why? This is why people don't believe her, because this story sounds far-fetched, and I don't believe the FBI is gonna say, well, here's his name and address, and she let out it's a him. Oh my God, it's a him. I don't know. I don't believe her. I never believed anything. A lot of things she's told us. Because she lives in the fantasy world. She lives in Amberverse world. And She has to make her life exciting. And, you know, a lot of times her and Foodie Booty live in this fantasy world. They got to come up with stories to tell because they got to stay relevant. So they need to be talked about. So, of course, Amberlynn came up with this story. And I don't believe that the FBI couldn't find her. I still don't. That's the whole in the story that makes me disbelieve her story at all. They can find the dude, but couldn't find her, and they had to go to her ex's sister's house. Her name wasn't even on that list. So how do they find her through there? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, she always have to prove her medical issues, but she don't prove this threat. Where's the threat? She, you know, I'll show you guys the comments that made to me. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and be proved a liar. But everybody has proved Amberlynn to be a liar. Can't talk, but you know, I don't understand why you have to come up with a far-fetched story. Seriously, this story should have screenshots, especially at least if you just show the threat. You know, it doesn't make sense. Well, let me know what you think, guys. I just don't believe it. Let me know if you believe it. Because like I said, the FBI has many, many ways of finding you. Especially do your taxes if you file. Are you filing Amberlynn Reid? Is that why they're not finding you? Because you're not filing taxes either like Foodie Booty? You guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later.